Dude, hey, first off, it's great to be back. Sorry we missed yesterday. We'll tell you all about our day with Cron Steve in a minute. But I do want to shout out our good buddy Andrew from Longbridge, who is over here saying, hey, y'all, have a good flight. I like that, dude. Have a good flight. Totally. Exits are located to the rear, Tony. Exits are located to the rear. And in case of emergency.
Smoking's upstairs to your left, Paulie.
100%. Dude, while he's tearing tickets. And by the way, you know what's so funny about that? When my kids see that, they're like, Dad, you guys used to smoke in movie theaters? I'm like, guys, we used to smoke on planes. Yeah. We used to smoke in movie theaters. Yeah. We used to smoke at work. Dude, I have vivid memories of my dad taking me to Madison Square Garden to see the Rangers, New York Rangers, a bunch of hockey games when I was in high school. The Garden, Tony, would be filled with cigarette smoke. Like between it would just be a cloud hanging over the ice. So yeah, we used to smoke in movie theaters. We used to smoke up, down, all around, all of us. That's no one's excluded from the 80s smoking phenomenon. Also, I want to shout out John Joseph for the pre-show post of the night, dude. He made me laugh, and I was a timely laugh. I was ready for one. He said, I don't know what brought this on, Tony, but I looked over when you and I were having our meeting and I saw a message from John Joseph. He goes, not only does Chris Holmes rule in this life, he rules in the next life as well. For those of you who have the uninitiated, let me clarify. Chris Holmes, lead guitar player of Wasp. Okay. Good. Wasp. Tony, shout out their great hit single from like 82, 83, whatever it was. Animal, blank like a beast. Okay. Blank like a beast. And then Rags' favorite. What's up, Rags? Thanks for keeping your Lou Gehrig streak alive, dude. You are an unstoppable force. He just said it. Blind in Texas, dude. That was our jam. Rags and I. Wow, Blind in Texas. Do you remember Blind in Texas, Tony? Song about just hammered? Yeah.
I just remember Blackley Lawless with the baseball cup over his genitalia and a blade on the cup.
Well, it's like a bandsaw, like something you would use like in wood shop, like one of those. Yeah, it's like a buzz saw on his jump.
A table. It's like a table saw, one of those big, huge, round table saws, but just enough to cover the baseball cup. And I think it was Bike. Remember, Bike was like the big maker of baseball cups.
And coaches, dude. All the coaches like wore Bike shorts. Yeah, Bike shorts.
Bike shorts with the elastic waistbands and the 3 snaps. And then the shorts that would go right up high, and then you used to wear your socks up to your knees. That was a great coaching look back in the day.
Horrible look for a young Paulie Mack, though. I used to do it too. The tiny little Daisy Duke shorts, because that's all you could buy, and my socks going up to my knee. Dude, worst look in history, and I used to rock it. I see pictures, I'm like, oh my God.
Dude, that's amazing that you used to rock that. That's pretty amazing.
I've told you this before. Somewhere in this house, there is a picture of me from like, I'd say 83, dude, no later than 84. I'm playing street hockey. And I'm wearing Adidas Daisy Duke shorts, socks to my knee, and I'm wearing a Journey 3/4 sleeve shirt. It's a home run. If I can ever find it, dude, we'll post it all over social media. It's incredible. Yeah.
Dude, scour the pad for that, dude. Scour the pad.
And on top of everything else, Tony, I'm stick handling with all that, with that costume on. Like, dude, I'm stick handling. Yeah.
Phenomenal. By the way, you talked about the pre-show comments and stuff.
Yeah.
My pre-show was fantastic, Paulie. I made the kids breakfast for dinner,
I've done that. That's always a treat. What did you make them? I love that.
We made eggs in a hole. You know, have you ever done eggs in a hole?
No.
You just have a big slice of sourdough on the griddle, and then you have butter on it. You grill both sides, and you have put a hole in the middle of the sourdough, then you crack an egg in it, and then you get to town with like a sourdough bread. And
first of all, I love everything you're saying, but you made it even better by dropping a griddle on me. You said you drop it on the griddle. Okay, the griddle.
Yeah, we've got a griddle, dude. And but like I always put on music in the kitchen when I'm cooking or cleaning.
Yeah, that's a given. Sure,
dude. Well, first of all, I'm drinking. I saw Neil Donardi today at Longbridge with Dom, and I can tell you about it later in the show, but I'm drinking Sami's cold brew.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, oh boy. It is some rocket fuel. I got to applaud the cold brew from Sami. Potrero Trade Operators in the Dog Patch, one of Neil's buddies who's recuperating. They did the fundraiser for him, but his cold brew is freaking rocket fuel, dude. Mike. Yes, Andrew. Andrew on the chat. Yes, rocket fuel. But Stone Foxes came on. Then Tom Petty, you don't know how it feels. And that, for some reason, that song just hit me so hard tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the day I had a great day, but it's just like, let's get to the point, you know, and
let's roll another joint and turn the radio loud. I'm too alone to be proud. Say, come on, you don't know how it feels. Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
I don't know how it feels. Come
100%,
on,
100%, dude. You don't know how it feels. Big fan, big fan. Miss you, Tom Petty. Rest in peace,
dude. And we're gonna get to Niners, and we're gonna get to Chubb and Hendrickson and Bruce Bochy. We're gonna get to a lot of stuff tonight.
I know there's a lot on our plates, and we missed yesterday, so we got to give love to Los D. We got to give loves to Matt. Yeah, we're gonna do it all tonight, Tony. We're gonna run the gamut, as they say.
Dude, 100%. But then it was capped off by, and I haven't heard the song in a long time, and it just freaking hit me in the ribs and just punched me in the face. Yeah. Song remains the same, dude.
Oh, come on, dude. I mean, I had a dream. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, dude. All freaking day with Song remains the same.
How about
yeah, dude.
Yeah. Boom, right? And I was like, California sunlight. Ooh, it's like, come on, dude. Come on. So anyway,
lights are oh so bright as we go sliding. Dude, don't get me going. Don't wind me up on Zeppelin right now. I'm trying to have a show here, but you're getting my juices going, dude. I love me some Zeppelin, and I love me some Song Remains the Same. Love.
Yes, and I love me some Doug in Japan, Paulie. Stand by. See Doug in Japan checking in on the chat. Just want to give Dougie some love. Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh crew of Tokyo, Japan.
Dude, Doug in Japan is joining the Zeppelin love. He says Swan Song Forever. Hell yeah, Swan Song Forever, bro. I'm with you, Doug. And thanks for joining us tonight, man. Great to see all you guys.
Dude, great to see all y'all. Paulie, dude, like we said earlier, a lot to get to. We have some fun birthdays to get to later on in the show.
Yeah.
I had a great day in the dog patch today at a meeting with Neil Donardi. We went down to Standard Deviant, the brewery. Their original spot is on 14th and the Mission.
By the way, that's a great name. If you actually like stop and break that name down, Standard Deviant.
Sure.
I like that. I would consider myself to be a Standard Deviant right here.
Dude, have Mark and Paul at Standard Deviant, dude, and Peter, great dudes. But they have a brand new tap room on the waterfront in on Pier 70, dude. Like, it's a beautiful spot. So we went there, had a couple beers. I'm gonna crack one of their beers here in a second. But Paulie, they're right next to where the new spheres or mini spheres are gonna be.
Here we go, dude. Here we freaking go again with this crap.
Time out. I brought it up to Mark.
Why are you the only guy who knows about this? Like,
dude, no, Mark, they all knew about it. He pointed and he goes, yeah, right over there. Right over there, dude, is where the spheres are gonna be. It's gonna rage.
And by the way, you're dropping plural. You're plural. So you're talking
mini
what are we talking about?
Mini spheres.
How small are we talking?
Mini spheres, dude.
How small are we talking about? The size of these so-called, which I've heard nothing about. The only guy I've heard talking mini spheres is Tony. I think he sketched something up in his room and he's like, guys, mini spheres, it's coming. I'm like, what? Like, how small are these mini spheres? Give me some data on this.
Stand by. I'm going to present visual aids. Okay, visual aids.
Dude, what the hell?
We go. Come on, man. Mini spheres all damn day. Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, Stan.
I see it. I see it. What the hell?
Come on.
Where's this going to go? Where's this little layout they have here with all that land? Where's that in San Francisco? There's no open land like that.
I beg to differ. Actually, there's a lot of land near Pier 70. We had the discussion also at Standard Deviant about how we want Levi's Niners to just, you know what, cut the crap of Santa Clara.
Yeah, time to pack up and hit the road. I'm with you. Let's just bring it back. Let's be civilized about this, right? Yes. We don't have to make it a big deal. Yeah.
Get your Super Bowl done with down there. By the way, got the email from the NFL. There's like all the events are in San Francisco again.
Of course. I mean, what are we going to do? They're going to have a party at Chili's on Tasman Drive. You know what I mean? What are you going to do down there?
Santa Clara, dude. Anyways, so we were talking about how, dude, have it make it be the sports mecca of the world, man. With you got Oracle, then Chase Center, then just go a little further south near the little spheres, near the mini spheres, and near the new Standard Deviant tap room, and have Levi's Stadium or the new, whatever you want to call it. We were talking about Long Bridge Park, you know.
I love Long Bridge Park. How about Don Peralta Fieldhouse? Yeah. Hey, dude, you just said near the mini spheres. You just said it again, near the mini spheres. Okay. Yes. Let me ask you this, Mr. City Planner. When are these so-called little spheres going to take shape and actually be open to the public? I can't wait for this. When's this
Paulie,
happening?
I believe that construction has already begun on the actual spheres. And let's see, Pier 70 development. And let's see, the arts are leading San Francisco's comeback, and we continue to see why, says Mayor Daniel Lurie in a statement. Elevation Sky Park will transform Pier 70 into a one-of-a-kind destination for immersive art, music, and community connection.
Listen, all right, book me a gig at the mini sphere. I mean, Tony and I can have a Polymac and friends. Oh, and speaking of, by the way, please do come on down to Brisbane Inn this Saturday. I know where the music starts at 7 p.m. It is a Polymac and friends gig, which means I will have kind of rotating musicians coming and going throughout the night. Some familiar faces like this guy right here. Creative Tony's going to join me for a bunch of songs. One of his buddies, Buckethead Mark, is going to sit in on lead guitar. I got the legendary Bob Marcucci on drums, and he is like the secret sauce behind the entire success of this operation. Then you got Dave Drutz on bass, the great Drutzy, one of the probably the best sales manager KMBR ever had. And you know what that means? He's too good. Get rid of him, which they did. But he will be joining us on bass. So come on down. Come on down to Brisbane Inn Saturday night, 7 p.m. Hope to see you down there. Mini Sphere gigs are pending. We're talking to management right now. We're working out the contracts. Yeah.
Volley.
What can I say? I'm thrilled.
Hey, cheers to you, Tony. Thanks, man. You, Tony is my buddy today and yesterday. So this bud's for you, man. And even though I'm drinking wine. Yeah.
And I'm drinking, this is from Standard Deviant today. It's called Hop on Muni. Hop on Muni is the beer.
Can I tell you just a little public service announcement real quick for the Muni system in San Francisco? I'll tell you this right now. I have personally, I have zero problems with Muni. To me, it's a gift because you guys haven't been in other cities where it's mayhem with the public transit. I think Muni's always been pretty good. I used to ride it all over the city when I was a kid. I wrote it in the 90s when I was working at KMBR. I used to take the bus to and from. In fact, the night we got thrown out of Katie O'Brien's and I was soaked in beer from head to toe. I had to ride Muni home, dude, drenched in beer, and nobody would come near me. I had like a whole row of seats to myself. Like everybody was like, damn, what's this guy's problem? Because, dude, I was soaked in beer. And Muni didn't blink. They were like, yeah, sure, you can have a ride. So anyway, shout out Muni. I got no problem with Muni. I back it. I do.
Nothing wrong with Muni as well. I lived on the 38 Geary line for years. Dude.
Shout out the Dirty 8, buddy.
The Dirty 8, the Fulton 5, dude. The Fulton
big
5.
Fulton 5 guy, dude. Big Fulton 5. Tony, big 31 Balboa guy. Okay.
Yep.
You ever do any J Church? You ever do any J Church over there?
Oh, dude, J Church over to Eliza's for some great Chinese.
I think that the Fillmore bus will take you like down to, I think it goes all the way down to like Fisherman's Wharf and then it comes back up Fillmore. I mean, the system, I'm telling you, again, I back Muni. If Danny Lurie needs me in the mayor's office, just give me a shout. I'll give you a PSA for free.
Dude, by the way, Danny Lurie's doing a heck of a job so far, I got to say. So I'm a Lurie fan. I'm also, I'm just a Lurie fan.
I like Lurie too. Yeah, I like him too. He's a straight shooter, man. He seems to be anyway. Yeah.
I look forward to grooving with him at the mini spheres when they open. Seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Andrew Markoulis just caught my attention again because I hadn't heard this or seen this name in quite some time. Dude, are you talking about Eliza's Chinese food, Andrew? Is it because if you are,
I just said take the J Church to Eliza's Chinese food. Yeah.
I didn't get that. I'm sorry. I must have been reading stuff. But dude, no, 100% best Chinese in the city, hands down. Well, Nanking though, see.
There are options. There are options.
You got options.
Depending where you are in the city. Yeah. Depending on where you are in the city. Also, Paulie, while sitting at Longbridge Pizza with Neil in the afternoon today, all of a sudden I hear the bass clap from Seinfeld and then crowd laughter. And I look at Neil and I go, dude, is somebody in your restaurant watching Seinfeld right now?
Yeah.
And dude, we look around the corner and there's a dude watching Seinfeld loud as hell on his phone, cracking up. And I'm like, this is just, I told Neil, I said, I want to go introduce myself to this gentleman. If I wasn't going to disturb his groove, I would have went and introduced myself, but I didn't. I let him just rock Seinfeld. So the particles are flying, dude.
Yeah.
It's a great day. Shout out to Standard Deviant. if you get some of their beer on 14th Street in the Mission or their new tap room, fantastic. And then just a great hang with Neil. And dude had ordered the hot and honey, but I got half of it with Copa and half without. So
ooh, rock and roll, Tony. That sounds great. One final comment on Eliza's too. I got to tell you guys, I think it was Andrew again talking about dishes. I'm a monster fan of their mango beef, dude. The fresh chopped mango. It's so effing good. Making me want to drive to the city right now and pick up some mango beef. It's been a while. Anyway, great to see all you guys. Tony and I, we had to skip yesterday because of our Cron 4 commercial shoot. And Tony, it was just to recap that for the audience. I mean, first of all, here's a question to ask. I didn't ask this yesterday. When is there we go. Here's some footage. Behold.
Yeah. There we go. This is the back room of my house.
I don't look thrilled right there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was a long.
Neither of us. Paulie and I are like, what is going on? They're transforming this back room into like a little studio. That's Art on the left, the cameraman.
No, Art and Steve were money. Those guys, we would have been dead in the water without them. They were like, but you start to learn about the science of TV because Tony and I are not. Look at that. Look at us on the screen over there.
Oh, that's for later. That's for later. Oh,
did you see this?
Yeah.
So anyway, like at one point they were like, all right, Paulie, face Tony. But put your elbow on the table because I want to get your shoulder in the back shot. I'm like, okay. So now I'm sitting here with my shoulder. And at one point, dude, they kept saying, you guys get closer. You guys get closer. Get closer together. Because they were doing all these different angles. So Tony's here. And at one point, they're like, all right, when Tony's talking, Paulie, I want you to face him. And then when you talk, I want you to face the camera. And I'm like, what? So now? And they're like, yeah, face Tony when he's talking. So, dude, I turned. Tony was right there. I'm like, hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah, cool. And then I'm like looking at the camera and I'm like looking at dude, I don't think I've ever been that close to your face in my life ever. I was right there on his grill. I hope this thing works out. What do we know when this is going to air?
We don't know when it's going to air, but I would assume very soon. Basically, as soon as Steve gets done editing it, and we had a lot of fun. I mean, there were a couple times where I had to do a few takes because I would just look at Paulie and just start laughing.
Me too. Well, when I turned and your face was right there, we both started laughing. I'm like, you sure you want this? Because Tony's right here. I mean, I'm a step away from making out with him. They're like, yeah, that's what we want. Okay, here we go. So
anyway, like, do you want us to hug? Because we'll hug. I mean, I have no problem just being embraced in a hug.
Several times I said, how do you guys feel about my hand on his knee? Are you guys cool with that? I kept saying that, trying to break the tension. And those guys are super cool, though. They're pro TV guys, and we are obviously rookies and novices. But yeah,
Paulie also Art he's been at Cron for over 30 years. Steve has been at Cron for 28 years, I think. These guys are veterans in the Bay Area media scene, and Art, especially talking to Art as a cameraman, the events that guy has been to, he's got story after story after story, and he's a great guy. And so it was great. They came in here and made some lemonade out of a couple of lemons on the mic. So it was fun.
Do we know when it's going to air or when it's going to be ready? I didn't get that info yesterday.
Not yet. Steve said when he's done editing, but I assume, I mean, it's a 30-second commercial that we filmed and it took like 4 hours. So,
it took hours. You know what's funny, Tony? When we get the final proof of the spot or whatever, when they send us the spot, let's put it up on the show. We'll show the audience like our whole thing. It was crazy. I hope it comes out good, man. I hope it comes out good. But
dude, totally. Yeah. I think it will. I mean, I think I have the old one. I was looking for the old one. Let me see.
Well, that was just something they edited from our show. That was just us talking on the show, and their production staff made like a spot out of that they actually run right now.
Yeah, they still run that. And then also they run our nightly promos on Sports Night Live with Scott Reese and Dennis Brown. By the way, Dennis Brown, a frequent guest on Sports Night Live as well.
We need to get him on this show. I love Dennis. I actually think Dennis Brown is totally underrated as a broadcaster because he was doing pre and post some years ago. And I always thought he was really good. I'm like, first of all, this guy won a Super Bowl. And he knows about winning football. Anyway, I like Dennis Brown is my point. I'd love to get him on our show too.
Me too. And also Scott Reese. I'm a Scott Reese fan too. So let's get a Sports Night Live double shot, Paulie. I don't know, like I don't know what you want to get to first, because we got a lot to talk about. I do want to, out of the gates, 2 heavenly birthdays I want to just wish out of the gates, Paulie.
Yeah.
First of all, Charles Bradley, Remember the man who did the version of Changes, Ozzy's Changes?
Oh,
The smoking
no.
version of that's his. He rest in peace. He passed away in 2017, I believe.
Okay. Oh, that what and what a version that was. I had never
Yeah.
heard that before. You turned me on, and I love that version of Changes. A lot of soul, very soulful. Yeah.
Incredible version of Changes. And then also, Polly, rest in peace. He left us last year. Happy birthday to a heavenly birthday to the great Bill Walton, buddy. The great Bill
Oh,
Walton.
dude, I know. What? Jeez, Louise, man. When was his birthday?
Today.
Oh, happy birthday,
Yeah.
Bill. I miss you, buddy. I tell you, that's one of those things in life where I never like just the fact that I became friends with that guy still kind of blows me away. Like I can't play. I got yeah, he was a real sweet guy. Bill Walton was a really, really sweet guy. And I miss him a lot. I really do.
Me too,
Yeah.
man. Me too. And just you want to talk about just a constant, like a walking particle, a constant good vibe. He would be like a spokesman for the Vibe Tribe at Longbridge because he was all about the good vibes and he would go out of his way to say what was on his mind without a filter of positivity. And it would throw so many broadcasters off because they didn't like, I don't know if they knew how to handle how much positivity and randomness in his commentary, you know?
Oh,
And-
God, he's always working in the Grateful Dead songs
Yep.
and everything. Oh, they're on fire. Fire on the mountain, Tom. Fire on the mountain. Like this whole rap, was just so great. And, when you really had a chance to get him one-on-one, he was just an incredible dude and saw over 1,000 Grateful Dead shows. Sorry, that's a lot of shows, buddy. 1,000. Yeah. He went to Egypt with him. He went to Egypt with the Dead. 78.
Sorry, buddy. I played that. I'm going to do that again.
Trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Okay, buddy. We have some supers we got to get to. So
Before you read the supers, I want to remind you that you need to glove up for the night flight. Bar None didn't give you that glove for nothing, buddy. No glove, no love. You know how it goes.
Okay, you're gonna have to stand by for a moment. Hand
All right, I'll get your glove and I'll set the table for everything else going on. So, guys, I do want to talk about the 49er injuries because, as usual, it's always a lengthy list. We're going to keep you posted or keep you updated rather on Golden State Warriors scores. They are currently up by 5 in the third quarter or just about to start the third quarter, 62-57. No Steph Curry tonight. I think everybody's probably heard by now. He's caught this kind of funk that's going around. A lot of people are getting sick right now. And Steph Curry is now on that list. Anyway, he's off tonight. Bruce Bochy back to the Bay. That's a talking point I'd like to get to tonight, too. Sounds like that's going to happen. I think that's a great move. Are you gloved up, T?
Gloved up, ready to go, buddy. But first, let's get to the supers. I heard you talking about Bochy. I heard you talking about Curry, but let's get to the supers first.
Yeah.
In the form of yen, all the way from Tokyo, Japan. It's our guy, Doug, in Japan. He says Mac 10 to CMAC connection is in the yen. 1023 yen is his contribution to the show. Thank you, Doug.
Right.
Love you checking in from Japan, buddy. And yes,
Thanks,
Mac
Doug.
10 to
Much
CMAC.
love.
I just from now on, Paulie, I just assume it's Mac Jones under center every week moving forward. I assume that we won't see Ayuk this year. I assume we may not see Pearsall the rest of the year, although I think he's making his way back to practice this week.
Well, it's funny you say that.
Today.
Okay, yeah. I think I have the whole list. You want me to go through it real quick, or let's finish the super?
No, yeah. Let me get to the supers, and then you can get to your list, Paulie. Stand by.
Yeah, I like a good list. Yeah,
of course. And then Escobar Cheeks the third. He says, "People, nice. People come and people go. Some grow young and some grow old. Hell yes, Cheeks.
no, not to grow old, grow cold."
What did I say?
You said grow old, which is fine, but the actual lyric is what he wrote up there. Some grow young, some grow cold. That's a great lyric by Tom Petty. Subtle, but great. Yeah.
Totally. And then thank you for the super, Escobar. Ian checking in. Ian Weiland, he says, new community adage.
Being peeing ain't easy, but somebody's got to do it. I love that, Ian Weiland. Thank you, brother.
Great. That's great, Ian. Thank you for the super, dude. That's awesome. Pimpin', PMP and ain't easy. And then we've got we don't need no stinking badges. What's up, Greg? He says one sphere makes you larger, one sphere makes you small.
Shout out White Rabbit, dude. I'm a White Rabbit head. Flum, 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 flum. I love the White Rabbit. Thank you, Badges, very much.
One sphere makes you larger.
100%. Are you still going, T?
Still going, buddy. Still
Okay.
going.
Okay.
Escobar Cheeks the Third returns with another super and says, "Smash the like button." Thank you for saying that for us, Escobar. I was just telling the gentleman Paul today, who's the brewmaster at Standard TV. We were talking about the show, and I said, and he goes, "So do you tell people to smash the like button?" I go, "Yes, dude. We actually say that." And he goes, "Doesn't it feel weird to say?" I said, "Yes, it does." So
yeah, but you might as well smash it while you're here. Smash it like you mean it. And hey, Karen Bell, always great to see you in the red glasses. Thanks for coming on board tonight. She's playing she's playing the Polymath Creative Tony kind of playbook here. She goes, I had a Manhattan, shout out Creative Tony. And I had a glass of Pinot, shout out Polly Mac, when I was out. But now I'm having another glass of Pinot. Well, that makes the two of us, you and me, Karen Bell. Cheers to you, kid. That one's for you.
And if it's the two of you,
Utah, give me two.
that's just all. Utah,
well, I thought you were going to drop a Kaniki. I'm seeing two of you, man. I'm seeing two of you. Yeah, at Thunder Road. You know what happens when you get hit in the head with a door at Thunder Road. You got to let Travolta take over at that point.
Yeah. And then the chain hits you in the eye as you're laying down.
Oh, there's like St. Christopher medal or whatever it is. Like, yeah, right on the eyeball. I don't know how they placed it there, but it was perfect. Tony, after
not done with the supers, Paul. Stand by. We have one more super. It's we don't need no stinking badges again, dude. Doubling up. Thank you, Greg. You and Escobar. He says, Paulie, quote, love glove.
I think that's like a play on love gun. Is that what you're doing? Love glove, love glove, love glove. I feel you. But Badges is feisty tonight. I like that. Good to see you. I hope he's wearing the bullet vest right now while he's watching the show. I hope.
Do you remember instead of love gun, low gun for Logan Webb?
I did. That one didn't really take off. No one knew what I was doing right there.
It didn't take off because of a certain somebody didn't really, embrace it.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody didn't embrace it out of the gates the way it should have been embraced because I thought it was freaking great. Logan.
Did you? Yeah.
Anyways, we don't have to go there.
No place for hiding, baby. No place to run. You pulled the trigger of my Logan. Hey, we gave it a shot. What are you going to do? All right, Creative Tony, check it out. Are you still going?
No, done for now. Thank you, everybody, for the supers. Much love, much appreciated.
Thank you very much. Couple quick updates. One, we should have information on the PMP and Ain't Easy, but somebody's got to do it. Our Christmas party, we should be able to share that information with you by next week. We're getting there. We're very close to nailing it down, the date, the location, and we would like as many of you to come as possible. All it is a party. That's it. We want to say thank you to you guys. Give everybody hey, Scarlet Fire, good to see you, kid. I hope your mom's doing okay too, Bonnie. Much love. Much love to you and much love to your mom. Anyway, that's one thing. We'll have that for you hopefully by next week. I want to talk about the Niner injuries, Tony, but then I want to go to Peralta Arts because we have a Don Peralta Arts and Company spot to read, but we also have information about tomorrow night and the benefit that Tony and I are going to attend with Dom. And I think we have a ticket to give away. So you might be able to join us. Stick around for that. We'll do that in a second. But first, injuries. Okay, Tony, here we go. You were talking about Brock Purdy. You were talking about Pearsall. I updated the list like before the show. I got all the info. So here we go. First off, Purdy will be practicing with the first team this week. They don't know if he's going to start, but it sounds like it's being discussed. So we'll see. That's one thing. Any feelings on that?
That's the situation every week, the last few weeks. It's like it's a broken record now. And dude, I get it, man. It's turf toe and it's lingering, and he can't probably put full pressure on his foot. And I got to be honest, Paulie, and people, I don't know. This might not be a popular opinion, but if Brock isn't 100, as the kids say, if he's not 100, then you got to go with Mac Jones. In my humble opinion. Why would you put Purdy back out there if he's not ready to go and can put full pressure on the toe and really be able to throw full throttle? I remember talking to my Uncle Paul Tonelli about when Purdy came back too soon, and he could tell that Purdy's toe was bothering him because he couldn't put pressure on his foot, and then his throws were all high and sailing high.
He looked awful in that game. He looked awful. Yeah.
So, and again, we've heard Shanahan say this is Brock's team. When Brock's ready, it's his team. Blah blah blah. Yes, agreed. But in the meantime, Mac Jones, right? You got to go with Mac Jones, and I don't know. Mac Jones is playing good ball. He's talking to who was I talking? Oh yeah, the guy Paul from Standard Deviant today. He was like, You don't know how lucky you are as a 49er fan to have Mac Jones as a backup. He goes, we got Marcus Mariota coming in after Jaden Daniels. And Mariota is not like a horrible quarterback. It's just, it's a major drop off from Jaden Daniels to Marcus Mariota. Whereas with Brock and Mac, it's not nearly as much of a drop off. And so
it starts to make you wonder, man, they just threw a Brinks truck at Brock Purdy too. And not only is he not played, now that keeps coming up. Like Mac Jones is not that far away from Ricky Pearsall. Makes you thinking like, geez, should they have given him all that money? I have no problem with the contract. That's what you got to pay guys now to retain them for a quarterback like that. So but I kind of agree with what you're saying, because if Brock Purdy comes back this Sunday, first of all, think about the assignment. Dude, you got to play the Los Angeles Rams, who are going to come in here with a major attitude, major chip on their. They need this game. Listen, the Niners are 3-0 in the division. That is like their saving grace right now. Yep. And the Rams, they need this game. You can't have two L's to the same team. So the Rams are going to be playing their guts out. I guess my question is, do you want to throw Brock Purdy to those Wolves? His first game back, you're playing a division rival Rams team that's really good with a 6-2 record. The Niners are home dogs. Dude. Yeah. As of right now, the 49ers are getting 4.5 points. That's a pretty big spread for a division game for a home team with a 6-3 record. So I don't know. I got mixed feelings, man. I got mixed feelings about Brock Purdy coming back, especially against the Rams this week. I don't know. It's just it's a big ask.
No, totally agree. I totally agree with everything you just said, Paulie. But I do feel this whole, when everybody zigs, it's fun to zag. Like everybody, I've listened to people on social media as well. Oh, expect the Niners to lose this weekend. Expect the Niners to lose this weekend. And when everybody's saying that, then I think, oh, that makes me think the Niners are going to pull it off this weekend. And I don't have any stats for that. I don't even it's just a vibe thing. And I'm not saying Levi Stadium is some huge home field advantage, but they are at home, and the Rams will not be represented in the stands. That's that for damn sure. It's going to be Niner red all over the place. And by the way, can we confirm the Niners are wearing their reds on Sunday?
I cannot confirm that. I don't know that. Who knows what they're going to wear? They might wear polka dots on Sunday. Who knows? We'll have to tune in and see. But here's some other injuries. So you mentioned Pearsall. I actually have the opposite of what you said. That first of all, he has not sustained a setback. But Shanahan did say, I think this quote is from yesterday, he said, Pearsall, his recovery is taking longer than expected. So we're not going to see him tomorrow. And then here's the walking wounded. Here it comes. You got Bryce Huff with the hamstring. You got Jake Brendel with the hamstring. You got D. Winters with the knee. You got Bethune with the thigh. All of those guys are limited in practice, which again, it just makes the assignment all the more difficult against a tough divisional opponent in the Rams, who really, really, really need this game. So, I'll listen. I'll be happy to see Brock Purdy. It's not like I don't want to see him, but I just want him to come back when the time is right. And if Mac Jones can deliver a win, I'll take Mac Jones. I really don't care who's under center at this point. Just give me the wins. And speaking of that, Rags, dude, we haven't talked since that game. Dude, my condolences, bro. I'm sorry. I can't even imagine.
No. Stop. Come on. We got to remember.
It's a friendship thing. It's not about Dallas. It's about my friend. I feel bad for Rags.
I love Rags. Yeah. But we got to remember, it's the freaking Cowboys, dude. Come on. Like, you didn't enjoy that?
I've been making this point for years, and I'm going to stand on it again, which is it's hard to hate the Cowboys when they're irrelevant. They have not been relevant for freaking years. So
come on, really? I love it. I love it. I'm loving every second of it.
I feel the same way about the Packers.
Every minute of it. What?
I do. I kind of feel that way about the Pack. Now the Packers are getting good again, but they were down for so long. It's like, I don't even care about the Packers. Like, they don't move me one way or the other, where I used to hate their guts during the Brett Favre era. So I don't know. I just feel bad for Rags, dude, because that was just, I don't know where you go from there. I don't know where they're supposed to go from there. No clue.
I agree, but Rags has had a lot of joy from the Cowboys in his life too, right? So I love Rags. I mean, Rags head. But I love seeing the Cowboys struggle, dude. It's fun. It's just fun for me because of the rivalry, and it's also Jerry Jones, dude. Somebody like remove him from his seat, from his chair.
Never gonna happen. He ain't going anywhere. He's gonna live to be 120. That guy. He'll be up there in a glass bubble, like pulling levers, communicating with like one of those keypads. He'll be like, fire that coach. I'm telling you, Jerry Jones ain't going anywhere. But dude, when Jacoby Brissett is out there carving your ass up, it's like, I don't know. That's a low point, brother. That's low. That's a bottoming out kind of night.
And I know Jerry Jones has done a lot for the NFL. I know like people like John Lynch, when they speak of Jerry Jones, they speak highly of him. And a lot of people do. And watching that documentary, it was like, yeah, he's done a lot for football. I totally get it. But it's time. It's time to put him in the helicopter and fly him off to, a retirement home and let the next generation take over. I mean, getting Quinnen Williams is a good move. That's a good move. Hey, they made a trade, by the way, which the Niners didn't do.
No, so nothing. We were watching that trade deadline yesterday during the Cron 4 shoot, and Tony was like, well, it's over. We didn't do anything. So
it's like nothing. And supposedly, according to Michael Silver, there's like some I don't know, some unhappy, some discontent, behind the scenes of them not pulling off a trade. Here's the thing, Paul, you and I talked about this yesterday, is that the Niners had no leverage. Like, everybody knew the Niners needed people. So they're like, hey, give us this, give us that, and the Niners weren't willing to budge. So, they tried to make trades, but they were lowballing. And people knew that they didn't have to take their lowball offers because the Niners needed the players more than they needed to get rid of them. So,
have you changed your tune on Juwan Jennings after his monster performance? And I'm kidding. After his performance in Meadowlands, where he scored a touchdown and immediately started dancing with like a rehearsed routine. He had like a 3-man dance troupe out there in the end zone. I'm like, really, Holmes? You're going to be dancing right now? You've had a crappy year, but go ahead. By the way, dude, speaking of that, I was watching the Warriors last night. They were up by 20 at one point. There was some dude, some scrub on the Suns hit some jump shot as they were down by 20. And dude, he's blowing kisses. Dude, you're down by 20, man. And you're blowing kisses. All right. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know.
No time. I mean, last time I checked, the Warriors and Kings are at it. It was tied at 66, but that was a few minutes ago. So I'm looking for it's 75-71 dubs, 6:23 in the third left, by the way, in the third quarter.
Well, listen, our whole initial game plan is way off track now. So we got to do 4 sponsor reads. So let's give Dom Peralta some love first, because I want to talk about that event tomorrow night. So first off, Peralta Arts and Company, that is where, as I've said in the past, graphic design, illustration, music, and pop culture, Tony, it's where they all collide at Peralta Arts and Company. Peralta Arts is a full spectrum creative studio specializing in bold graphics, vibrant illustration, visual storytelling, and carrying forward the spirit of legendary Bay Area artists. When you think about striking posters, iconic album covers, immersive event branding, and that unique artistic perspective that Dom brings to the table, now you're talking. Now you're getting a feel for Peralta Arts. They channel pop culture, music, and energy within the Bay Area community into every single project. That would be logos, posters, fine art, brand visuals, all the while celebrating Bay Area culture. And don't forget, man, listen, your next project, your next kind of event, you guys deserve bold visuals too. So call Dom Peralta and let him go to work for you. You're going to be thrilled with the results. Peralta Arts and Company will bring all of that to life with Bay Area soul. I know you got soul. So contact Peralta Arts and bring your next vision to life. Dom is a sweetheart. Call him anytime. Easy guy to talk to, 650-796-3144. Or you can email Dom, at Dominic@stellar.design. One more time, Dominic@stellar.design. Thank you, Dom. We love you. And there is an event tomorrow night up in Mill Valley that Tony and I and Dom will be attending. It is the Gift of Sight event, where we're going to try to, raise some money and shine some lights on children that struggle with those types of issues, vision and sight, or, with their eyes. And this is where we can all kind of lend a hand. Now, turns out, through the generosity of Dom Peralta, because this is a guy, his generosity cannot be stopped by man, by tsunami. It just cannot be stopped. So Dom said right before the show, Paulie Mac, I got a ticket, give it away on the show tonight. Let's do it right now. If you're free tomorrow night, throw a jacket on and join us at Mill Valley Community Center, I believe is the location, right, Dom? Just confirm that on the board because I don't have the read in front of me. But we'll be up there at 6 o'clock. I think the event goes from 6 to 9 p.m. We're going to have a nice dinner together. We will always be hanging out and shooting the breeze with you guys. So if you can make it, this would be the time. Email us right now at paulyspod@gmail.com and just use this subject line, gift of sight. The first person to do that wins a free ticket, and we'll see you tomorrow night. That'll be me. That'll be Tony. That'll be Dom Peralta.
And Paulie, that ticket is at the table with you and I and Dom Peralta and his wife and Dom's family. So and Dom is one of the people putting on this event. So it'll be a sweet hang. It's a full bar dinner. It's going to be in an auction. So it's going to be a really fun event. And it's all for charity. And it's like you said, it's all for children's vision issues. SaveSightNow.org if you want to get more information about it. Or if you can't, if you're not able to email us and try and go to the event, you can donate as well. SaveSightNow.org as well. And Dom Peralta, thank you. And Paul, you did Peralta Arts earlier. I just wanted to share this just because it's Dom's work that he made for the Metallica shows. If you just want to get a piece of Peralta Arts, it's right there. Dom made these posters for the show. I think that could have been sold at the venue as a
easily. It might even be nicer than the band's poster, if I say so myself. The color scheme, the whole thing. That's a badass poster right there.
Totally. It's so great. And what he did with the erector set known as Levi's Stadium to make it actually artful and artistic is an accomplishment in and of itself. So great job, Dom. And we love you, man. Peralta Arts. Seriously, Dom, thank you for all the support, man. And we'll see you tomorrow night. SaveSightNow.org.
Looking forward to that, Dom. And last thing on this event, I was thinking, Tony, because yesterday during the Cron 4 shoot, Tony and I were like trying to just handle some show business, and we were like, hey man, what should we do for the music assignment this week? And Tony's like, oh no, like Spicoli, oh no. So I was like, you know what? I don't know either, but we'll find something. And now it occurs to me, Tony, how about this for a concept for Friday? In the spirit of the event tomorrow night and the gift of vision, why don't we do songs about eyes or sight or vision? And there's a million of them, dude. There's a million. What do you want? Eyes without a face. You know what I mean? There's so many. So songs about eyes, songs about vision, songs about sight. We'll do that on Friday. Start digging through your records now and dazzle us on Friday, buddy. Okay.
Hungry Eyes. Can we go Hungry Eyes, Paulie?
The aforementioned Eric Carmen. Once again, it's a big week for Eric Carmen on the PMP show. I'll tell you that right now. And I'm never going to forget that because it was Noemi who turned me on to that. I had no idea. Yep. Hold on. I got Danny Ogden here talking Idaho at 5:30. What's he talking about?
He's taking off to Idaho tomorrow. I love you too, Danny. And great job with Mike Kruko and Tom Tolbert. If you missed Kruko with Tolbert today, go to Tom Tolbert's YouTube page and check out Mike Kruko with Tolbert. It was a great conversation, man.
I saw some of that actually. It was good.
Yeah.
Tom, that was it was great to see Kruk. Hey, real quick, Danny, do you have family in Idaho? What's his Idaho connection?
I don't know, but maybe he's just going to frolic in the woods of Idaho. I love it. Dan is a frolicker. He likes to frolic.
Who, Danny Ogden?
Yeah, he's
been frolicking for years. He was frolicking with us at Longbridge last Monday. He did a little frolicking. Yeah,
he did frolic. You frolicked outside down the street.
Oh, I was frolicking to the point of like almost getting arrested. My frolicking, dude. By the way, the more I say the word frolic, the funnier it's getting. Yes. But dude, I frolicked with Leah Phillips. I frolicked with Noemi. I frolicked with Ray Goodman. I was frolicking with Stevie B. And then ultimately, I did a little frolicking with Neil Donardi. He frolicked for a couple of minutes, too. I'll just leave it at that.
I'm also thinking that the Frolickers might be a great band name. Just the Frolickers.
By the way, Danny Ogden responding, oh, I frolicked at Longbridge. Oh, you know it. Yeah, dude, it is. Longbridge is amazing, Danny. I totally agree, dude. It's becoming like our clubhouse. And that is all thanks to, you know what, dude? Let's go right into it. The hell with it. Let's go.
Dan Ogden too. Hey, Dan, make sure to tell Tolbert that the two of you are invited to our holiday party, and we'll be giving details later this week or the beginning of next week at the latest for our holiday party. Maybe we should call our holiday party Pimpin' Ain't Easy? I don't know.
Yes, Dom, get to work, bro. Get to work on that. And by the way, when I think about Pimpin' Ain't Easy, I think two things. One, Ice-T, the great Ice-T. I think about Iceberg Slim. I don't know if you remember this, Tony. I'm going to test your memory right now. Do you remember when you, me, and Rod Brooks had the show on the ticket in circa 98, 99? I brought in the Iceberg Slim book, his autobiography, and in the back, dude, there's a glossary. There's glossary, and it's got all the terms. And we would do like one Iceberg Slim term per show. And I'll never forget this. I opened up the book one day and I go, "All right, Rod, it's time for the Iceberg Slim term of the day." And I said, "Rod, what comes to mind when I drop a?" I'll never forget this. I said, "What does gorilla pimping mean?" Gorilla pimping. And dude, Brooksy laughed so hard when I dropped the gorilla pimping on him. So shout out Iceberg Slim. And then finally, Cat Williams, dude, in that Friday movie, when he's in the bathroom and that big dude comes in and he just goes, "Listen, man, don't fight this S." Dude, don't fight this S. Dude, he takes off his shirt and everything. And then Cat Williams gets him in the junk with a pair of pliers. And he goes, "Oh," he goes, "You thought I was play pimping. You thought I was play pimping." Yeah, dude, while he's got his junk in the pliers, dude, you thought I was play pimping.
Well, time out. First of all, Iceberg Slim's book, just so everybody knows, he had a book out there and it was just called simply Pimp.
That's it. That's the name of the book. Pimp. Yeah.
And then second of all, John Joseph on the chat says, Iceberg Slim, my brother got his master's writing about him. So I don't even know how to take that. But Paulie, you mentioned Rod Brooks. I have to show something. This happened today, and I got to just share it because I took a picture. I'm going to send it to Rod later, but this happened today. We're walking outside Standard Deviant, Dom Peralta, myself, and Neil Donardi, and there it was, dude. A freaking Suzuki Samurai, dude. Remember Rod's car?
Oh my
Samurai?
God, yes.
There was a Samurai parked outside, and I'm like, "Dom, can you take a picture of me in front of this Samurai?" Because imagine Rod Brooks driving one of those, and it actually looks bigger than it really is.
Orange? Was it orange by any chance? I'm trying to remember the color.
Rod's was almost that exact same color, but it had a big LSU sticker in the back. And
Right. Yeah.
And then while we're just sharing photos,
by the way, is that where the mini spheres are going to be, Tony? That's a joke.
Dude, you're not joking. See that fence behind me, the chain link fence?
I do.
Holy, that's sectioned off for the mini spheres, dude.
Are you guys hearing this?
I'm not joking. Dude, there are signs on the fence that say there's a project in the works. I'm telling you. Hey, when we're grooving and spinning in circles in the back corner of the mini sphere, you can see then. Okay.
What kind of bands are going to play at the mini sphere? Like what kind of artists are going to play there?
You tell me. I don't know
anything about this. The only thing I've heard is from you. I don't know anything about the mini spheres. And how many of them are there? 3, 4?
I think three.
Why do we need 3?
Three's a good number. Because you have the baby sphere and you have the mini sphere, and then you've got like the grown-up sphere.
How do you feel about me saying, Tony, I might just go to the Fillmore and call it a day. Just cut my losses. You know what I mean? I just good old Fillmore where Bill Graham used to roll. I'm happy over there. Give me the chandeliers and the apples. I'm fine.
If you're telling me that I can take Caltrain up to 22nd Street, walk to Long Ridge for pizza and a beer, and then walk to Standard Deviant for a beer, and then get into the sphere for a show, a mini sphere for a show, and then get back on Caltrain to go home, I'm not going to complain at all.
A mini freaking sphere. Okay, I'll listen. You're very passionate about your mini spheres. I'm going to give you a benefit of the doubt. I
got another photo to share. This is that's my kids wearing Longbridge Pizza t-shirts and eat the Caesar salad. That wasn't the photo. What? Oops, sorry. Where is it? There it is. Look at Steven today at Longbridge. Steven is the master of the playlist at Longbridge, and the picture. I will always be the kind of punk that defends Steely Dan. I go, Steven, can I take a picture of you in that shirt today, dude? Because that is amazing.
Let me tell you what, I love Steven. Yeah, I love that guy. I just love his whole vibe, man. Can I tell you a funny Steven story? I might not supposed to be sharing this, but I can't help myself. And leave that picture up while I tell the story. So at the party, this is a true story. I haven't told you this yet. I haven't told anybody this, but last Monday at Longbridge, we had the great party, and thanks for everybody for coming out. Dude, I was hanging out, and all of a sudden Steven comes up to me and he goes, "Paulie, I got something for you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. What?" And he goes, "Well, hang on. I'll go get it. Wait here." And it was over by the entrance to the kitchen, you know, that part of the Longbridge in the back. So dude, I'm waiting there, and all of a sudden he comes out with a Tupperware like sealed jug, and it's about this big, and he's holding it, and he goes, "This is for you." And I'm like, "Well, what is that?" And he goes, "It's tomato sauce." And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, it's tomato sauce. And then Neil got involved. Then Neil Denardi stepped in because remember how I kept talking about my mom loved their tomatoes? Okay, so I kept saying they should sell their tomatoes. And by the way, I can't take my eyes off this guy. Look at the look on his face.
Isn't that a great shot?
He looks ecstatic right there.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, I don't think I can accept this. It was too much, too fast, too soon. And I'm like, no, I don't think I can do this. And then Neil was like, well, hold on, because if Paulie Mack takes this sauce up to his mom, it might spoil, because I wasn't going to see my mom for like 3 days, when that party went down. So I was like, well, I don't want to bring my mom like bad tomato sauce. So next thing you know, we canned the whole operation. But the point is, the generosity and thoughtfulness of Steven, like in that moment, really blew me away, because he heard me talking about the sauce, he heard me talking about my mom, and he tried to send me home, dude, with like a freaking industrial size thing of sauce. And I'm like, I really can't accept that. I can't accept it. But Steven, I appreciate the love, dude. That was such a beautiful moment and a really beautiful thought. Now,
he's a beautiful human being. And just so you know, Paulie, he told me the story about, I think his name is Steve Albini.
Steve Albini, Nirvana producer, yeah,
and I guess Albini was the one who said that he doesn't like Steely Dan, and he says, I'll always be the kind of punk that doesn't like Steely Dan.
I'm with Albini on this one.
That's what I said to Steven. That's what I said to Steven. I said, Steven, that's why I got to take a picture of this shirt, because I'm with you, dude. You and I are the Steely Dan posse. Paulie and Steve Albini are the anti-Steely Dan.
Well, there's more of us than you know about. Let me give you a little real true life story now. About a month ago, I was with my good friend Miriam. We went down to see The Who at Shoreline. And, dude, I'm minding my own business, standing in line, waiting to get into the venue. I was, like, outside in line waiting to get in. All of a sudden, I hear, hey, Paulie. And I turn around. And it was freaking Garrett, our friend Garrett and Allie. They were there together. These are friends of Tony and mine. And, dude, we start rapping, and we're hanging out, and I hadn't seen those guys in a very long time. So we're hugging, we're taking pictures. Then it was, like, time to go into the show. And as we were, like, walking away from each other, Garrett goes, hey, Paulie, hold on a sec. I go, yeah. And he goes, F Steely Dan. Steely Dan. I'm like, okay, you got it, buddy. So anyway, add Garrett to the list of non-Steely Dan fans. He's with me.
You know what? You guys can take that and just, you're missing smooth, silky funk is what you're missing. That's what you're missing.
You know what it is, dude? It's Prep Boy, Connecticut,
no
polo collars popped, driving convertible Saabs with their daddy's trust fund and like mommy's country club account. I'll just put it on my mob's tab. You know what I mean? That's the Steely Dan crowd. And I don't run with that crowd. I run with the people on the streets. Me, Escobar, John Joseph. I guarantee you John Joseph ain't rocking Steely Dan. I don't think anyway.
I bet you he is. And I bet you Escobar likes Steely Dan too. I bet you they both like Steely Dan. So, and then, by the way, Robot Centaur, I just took a peek at the Warriors game as well. Yeah, it's 89-85 Kings.
Don't blow this game, dude. Don't blow this game, Dubs. Come on. Don't make it like this every time Steph is out. We can't win a game. I don't want to do that again this year. Let's win these games without Steph.
Yeah, by the way, Moody's playing good ball. I haven't seen what he's done tonight yet, Paulie, but Moody is playing good ball. I'm assuming
Moody had 23, I think, on last night. Steph had 28. I think Moody was second behind him with 23 or 24 or something like that.
Can I ask you a question, totally unprovoked, but do you have confidence in Kuminga? This from what you've seen so far?
I like that he's grown a little bit with his play. Like he's hitting the board. He's playing smarter. And he looks like I hate to say this because I don't want to give the impression that he wasn't trying, but it looks like he's hustling more. Like it looks like he's going to spots that he didn't go to last year to grab loose balls. He's not afraid to get in the paint. So yeah, I am happy with Kuminga. I kind of like what I'm seeing so far. How about you?
Yeah, same. And you know I'm a Moody guy. So seeing Moody go off is like, yes, this is just I'm loving. And then dude, Pajemski, like there is something. I feel like he is like the spark plug of the team. Like, because you got these older guys that, Steph's been there, done. I mean, they've all been there, done that. But then you got this younger buck in Pajemski who's like, give me minutes. And by the way, your boy Spencer was out there last night too.
He was out there again tonight. Yeah, he was out there tonight.
I didn't see him. Oh, he's out there right now. That is my
boy. I love Pat Spencer, dude. Undersized and ready to take on anybody in his path. I love his bad attitude, man. Hey, Tom.
Hold on, Paulie. Sorry. Let's do this real quick.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
I want extended. Give me the extended. Come on.
Okay, stand by. Here we go.
you're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Dude, Miriam's checking in, and Miriam is actually a super. Thank you, Miriam, for being a super. And she says, "Could we get the biscuit song?" Hey, if I can, Polly, yes, Miriam. The short answer to that is yes, but I'll just have to dig it up real quick. I'll dig it up, but anytime we can get the biscuit song on the show, I'm a fan of, because it makes me happy. It makes the way business time it gets Polly going. Biscuit Lady gets me going. So. We'll get it on the show at some point.
No question. And thank you, Miriam, very much. Say hi to Kirsten for me. Always a pleasure to see you guys. Hope to see you at the Christmas party. Could get dolled up. I think it's going to be you can choose. You can wear whatever you want, but I think I might get like a little dapper for that. Like, let's go balls out, man. Let's get dressed. Let's have a good time at the Christmas party. Unless you don't want to. You can wear your Longbridge shirt. I'm happy with that too.
Can we call it the holiday frolic?
Well, we got to work pimping in there somehow too. PMP and ain't easy.
Yeah.
The holiday frolic. Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Everything is on the table. Since we've been talking about the great Steven and the great Neil Donardi, how about some Longbridge love real quick too? Sure. Longbridge Pizza, the very same place where they tried to send me home with a Tupperware jar of the tomato sauce. I had to politely decline. But I appreciated that so much, Steven. You're a gangster, man. You're a gangster of love. And everybody at Longbridge is like that, dude. Tony, actually, I don't want to reveal anything, but Tony told me today, I didn't get to go to the meeting with Tony today, but he said that Neil is, and you don't have to divulge anything, and I don't want to blow Neil's cover, but you told me he's working on developing some new dishes, and that excited me.
He asked Dom and I to taste a new sandwich that he's working on. And, dude, first of all, no, Neil is all about the local, the bread is from a local bakery, the 100%. Meat from the local butcher around the corner.
He supports the Bay, man.
He's all about it. The coffee they serve is from right around the corner. Everything is local. And so, dude, he's working on a new sandwich that obviously has all the local products, our local goods, and it's fan-freaking-tastic. I said, Neil, this isn't giving anything away, by the way. I just said, dude, all it needs is just like the chicken parm sandwich. Just give me a bowl of the sauce on the side to just dunk. I just want to dunk. And he goes, that's exactly what I was thinking. It needs more sauce. And I go, okay, so look for a new sandwich to be on the menu, hopefully. And also look for a new pizza to be on the menu soon, too. And by the way, Paulie, today, while I was there, I think I mentioned this earlier, I ordered a hot and honey pie, which is their pizza with Calabrian chili sauce, pepper sauce, and honey.
I've had that too. I had that once on a deep dish. It was badass,
dude. And copa, right? But I don't eat meats anymore, except for like fish and occasional maybe white meat now, because
an occasional chicken parm when no one's looking.
Right. Because my doctor,
right.
Well, my doctor's like, you need to get some protein in your diet.
You do. Stop messing around, dude. Come on. You're going to keel over. You got to get a little protein. It's okay. I respect I really do. I respect your choices, but don't be afraid to whack some chicken down. It's good for you to get that kind of solid protein. It's pure protein.
If I could whack any white meat down, it would be roasted turkey or a deep fried turkey. My God. In peanut oil. Peanut oil. Let's freaking go. Deep fry. Once you have a deep fried turkey, it's hard to go back to just a regular roasted turkey. So anyways,
Greg's just getting the. Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
The meat on the hot and honey pizza, which is their second number 2 bestseller, is Copa, which is just Neil being a Italian badass. By the way, Paul,
yeah.
Can you guess the number 1 selling pizza at Longbridge?
Is it the Nico?
No, it's actually, it's funny. I thought it was going to be the Nico or the Sophia, but it's actually, Neil just looked at me and goes, pepperoni. People love their pepperoni. And I said, okay, that just makes total sense. People love their pepperoni.
I'm gonna veer off that path just as a pizza lunatic that I am. And I'm going to say this about, I prefer sausage, and I'll tell you why. Because having eaten thousands of pizzas in my life, literally tens of thousands, I can tell you this, that you can have pepperoni in New York City, you can have pepperoni in Boston, you can have pepperoni anywhere in the country, and it basically always tastes the same. Pepperoni is pepperoni, but sausage can vary wildly. Like you could get sweet sausage, you could get spicy. There's so many like varieties of flavors of sausage. That's why I always try the sausage, because you might stumble onto something that way. Like, oh, this is like amazing sausage. So anyway, that's why, but respect to the pepperoni heads out there. I totally get it. But that's just skimming the surface at Longbridge. We did mention the sandwiches, chicken parms, Vinny's gabagool. I understand Neil's developing some new recipes right now. I cannot wait to see what those would be. The chopped cheese, that's Neil's version of the of a cheesesteak, which is easily just as good, if not better. So Neil's checking all the boxes. He's covering all the bases. Oh, and by the way, he's a total effing sweetheart. He is one of the, I tell you the truth, man. Tony and I were singing his praises on the phone earlier today. When Tony left the meeting, he was like, hey, let me tell you what happened. I was like, yeah. And then he goes, and by the way, Neil just rules. And I'm like, he really does. Now the guy, it's like Saint Donardi with a rose in and out of Longbridge. He goes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Put that on a shirt, dude. Saint Donardi with a rose in and out of Longbridge. He goes. Anyway.
In and out of the oven he goes. In and out of the oven he goes.
By the way, why are we not in the oven? What the hell? Yeah. Let me get Groden involved.
What the hell? What the hell?
Throw us in the oven, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? Now you're talking. Now I want the flames all around us, dude. I want flames all around. Just like Blackie Lawless, once again, for John Joseph. But anyway, join the Vibe Tribe. Get on down to Longbridge. You'll see why we're always, dancing around when we talk about Longbridge. The food is outstanding. The vibe is outstanding. Join the Vibe Tribe. Enjoy the serious pizza, and you can thank me at your leisure, because I'm trying to turn as many people on as possible. Hey, Tony, you know what's funny? What would you do if I told you we're only halfway through our sponsor reads tonight? Because I want to make up for the ones we missed yesterday.
Dude, I want to make up, and I've got, yes, when we get to Los D, I got a little love to give to Los D, and we got Matt Young love too. But Paulie, I want to remind people, like as you see on the graphic there, follow Longbridge Pizza on Instagram. They're a great follow. Steven does the social media at Longbridge Pizza, and then utilize their website for ordering, to find out everything on their menu, longbridgepizza.com, and you can order online. That's probably the best way to make your order, and then you don't have to wait in line when you get there. Today was packed, by the way. Today was packed at Longbridge. I'm like, look at you, dude.
Well, that's what it should be. It should always be packed. Yeah. And by the way, shout out to Gravy, who's quoting Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath. Watch those flames get higher and higher. Great call, dude. I love it, Gravy. And also Badges. Just break out the sausage. I just want to hold it 100%, bro. Yeah. Hold the sausage. I got you, bro. Thank you, Badges. Yeah.
Before we move on to Los D and Dr. Young, I need to ask you a question about the 49ers, Paulie. Because we talked about Brock Purdy, and we talked about Pearsall. Did you make it through the whole injury list? I can't remember, but if
pretty much all the relevant ones. Yeah. We got hamstring injuries all over the place. Bryce Huff and Brendel with hamstring. And that's what pisses me off. Brent Jones told us, he goes, you guys, there shouldn't be hamstring pulls at this point in the season. That tells me something about the training is off, and that bummed me out.
Can you give me your like air horn sounder?
Sure. Really? I've been dying to do that. I almost did it earlier, actually. Stand by. Yeah.
So I have the Warriors game on below me on my phone, YouTube TV, right? So I can give updates on the score. And I just saw a Christmas commercial with Anthony Edwards already.
What is it? November 4th? What's today's date? The 5th. Yeah.
5th. November 5th, and we're getting Christmas commercials with Anthony Edwards.
I'm about what 30, 40 some odd days out of Christmas, and we just got Mike Myers out of the way. It's a little early, you know.
Oh, dude, we have a whole other freaking holiday to celebrate before we get to Christmas. Like, can we give Thanksgiving the respect it deserves? Like, what are we doing here? Like, honest to God, like
treat the pilgrims, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And again, I try to tell my kids this, and they laugh at me. I go, Thanksgiving's a great holiday because there's no stress on buying, like giving or receiving. It's all about giving thanks.
Well, that's where you're wrong, though. I got to stop. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You have a pure heart.
You're not sorry, but go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, but you got to be corrected when necessary, dude. Are you no stress at Thanksgiving? Are you effing kidding me, dude?
What's this? There's no gift giving. There's no shopping. There's no.
Try this on for size. Whose house are we going to? Why are we going there? Who else is going to be there? I don't want to sit with this guy. I don't like him. Make sure he's not there. If he's there, I'm not going. Why do we have to go to this house? I want to go to that house. Dude, there's always something. There's always something.
I feel like that's the same for Christmas, but then add on with Christmas.
Oh, Christmas times 10. There's no, you are correct about that. Christmas is the it's like the Super Bowl of stressful events. There's no getting around that. It's the granddaddy of them all, like the Rose Bowl. You want to have some good family fights, dude. Have a good Christmas and get back to me. But no, Thanksgiving to me, there's plenty of stress with Thanksgiving. I might be going through on my own right now, as a matter of fact. More on that later. Yeah. I would never say, but yeah.
Just all I want is a feast with people and giving thanks for all the things we have.
But it never goes like that, does it?
All the blessings in our life. That's
Who's going to get pissed off first? You know what I mean? Is it going to be the uncle, the aunt, the cousin, the disgruntled cousin who just got it out of juvie? You know what I mean? There's always something going on. Or then the kid comes in with his girlfriend that nobody likes. There's always something. I'm just throwing it out there.
Like my shout out to my grandfather, rest in peace, Dino Tonelli, my mom's dad, who used to just, because there's a bunch of my mom was one of 7. And so at Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner, he would just drop like a comment like, "So Montana to the Chiefs, huh?" And then that's all he would say. And then he'd sit back and fold his arms and just watch the arguments fly and just watch it. It was phenomenal. And like, cause there's a couple of people that left the Niner fandom to become Chiefs fans in the family because of Montana. And it was like, it was on, but he was masterful in just dropping a little nugget and then just sitting back at the dinner table and watching it go. I was like, you know what? Respect.
Well, here comes Chooch 916, Tony. I'll let you address this one. He's a super. You take it. Go ahead.
So what does he say? He says, Tony shows up. I'm vegan. What you got?
You guys got a vegan turkey around here for me? I got strict dietary requirements. Let me go through the menu. Yeah.
Well, can we give love to the tofurkey? There is the tofurkey.
Not really. No, not really. We're not giving love to the tofurkey, Holmes. I'm sorry.
Hey, Chutch 916. Don't tell anybody, but Thanksgiving has always been my cheat day for the whole vegetarian thing because
it's okay, Tony. Enjoy. You know what, bro? I do,
Paulie. Yeah. I do. And by the way, I saw Hum Daddies on the chat too. What's up, Hum Daddies? They said it's probably Jake checking it, but Jake said, I think it's Jake. Said fish and fowl for me since 06. I'm kind of doing the same thing. Mostly fish. But I like the tofurkey thing. It's you got to get creative with the tofurkey thing. That's all. And
well, there's a great Patti Smith lyric. Shout out to the great Patti Smith. She's another Jersey girl, by the way. And one of her great lyrics is, she goes, "Jesus died for somebody's sins, but not mine." And now, Tony, I'm going to reinterpret that with you in mind. Are you going to be like, this turkey right here died for somebody's sins, but not mine? So, Tony, don't let that turkey die in vain. Grab a drumstick, grab a slice of white meat. You might never look back. Turkey can be very, very rewarding on Thanksgiving.
Truth be told, back in the day when I was producing Ralph and Tom's show, Ralph was an out and out vegetarian, and
tofu burgers on Thanksgiving, Tony.
Every year, Jen, Violet, and I would adopt a turkey.
Oh, I remember that, dude. I remember that.
Yeah, and he would literally he wanted to know the name of the turkey. He wanted to know where the turkey was and lived and what the turkey was getting fed. And he wanted daily updates on the turkey. And he would give updates on the show. And I'm like, dude, this is gold. So shout out to adopting a turkey for Ralph every year on Thanksgiving. And it made him happy. So I can't do the tofurkey. I've tried. It's fine. It's fine. Respect. Hat tip to those who can do it. I see Noemi saying, I love tofurkey. Go on with your bad self, Noemi. By the way, Noemi and Ray Goodman and the Soulmates gigging this Friday at William Welch Winery in Martinez. If you're in Martinez, go to the William Welch Winery. Check out Ray Goodman and the Soulmates on the corner there. Down on the corner. You guys should cover that. Down on the corner.
I got enough on my plate right now. Don't be throwing.
No, not you. Okay. Ray Goodman and the Soulmates should cover that because
you're talking. Give them the songs. Yes.
They play on a corner. It's a cool setup. They play on a corner. So
I'm still trying to learn the songs I'm playing on Saturday. I'm still like learning some of the material. By the way, back to the Christmas party. There's so much going on in the comment line, dude. The needle's going nuts over there. Escobar Cheeks the Third. He jumped in with the official title of our Christmas party, and I wrote it down. I don't want it to get away. Okay, here it is. This is from Escobar Cheeks III, the official title of the P&P Christmas party, holiday party, whatever you want to call it. And this is just up for consideration. I like it. He says it's called PMP and Ain't Easy presents the 2025 Holiday Frolic. I
maybe,
like it.
hey,
I like it.
Paulie, can we use this picture of cheeks and maybe in between the fingers we just like Photoshop in some mistletoe? Like
Dude. Well, or I'll just make that like my Christmas card. Like when you get it, when you open it up out of the envelope, that's the first thing you see. And maybe you can say something like, keep your fingers crossed for a Merry Christmas or something like that. Well, I would love to send Escobar's cheeks to all my relatives on my Christmas card list. I really would.
Oh, dude, Escobar cheeks the third. I love it, man. So back to my Niners question before we get to Los D and to Dr. Young.
Yeah.
They didn't make a trade.
No,
Supposedly there was some discontent behind closed doors about not pulling off a trade. Was there somebody that you wanted to see them get that they didn't get? And how do you feel with the team moving forward? The fact that they didn't get a trade.
That was very, very therapist office of you right there. And believe me, I would know. And Tony just said, how does that make you feel? Can't tell you how many times I heard that in the therapist office. How does that make you feel? How does it make me feel? Makes me feel like I want to rip this wall down. That's how it makes me feel.
How does it make me feel that I'm paying like $500 for you to ask me how I'm feeling?
I can have Tony do that for free. Tony asked me how I'm feeling for nothing. What am I giving you $300 an hour for? You know what I mean?
I told you how I'm feeling, and now you're asking me how I'm feeling. What do you?
So let me just get this straight. So you've just had a car crash, you're bankrupt, and you're unemployed. How does that make you feel? How do you think it makes me feel? Anyway, no, Tony, I want to say I kind of lost my train of thought. Where were we going with that whole thing?
Robot Center will bring us back because Robot Center says Bradley Chubb. I was hoping for Bradley Chubb, and I was too. Fareed, I was hoping for Chubb too because I thought it was doable. It wasn't as big of a name, and a guy that could come in and contribute immediately, and then maybe just be a rental or whatever you want to call it.
I was hoping for Hendrickson because I wanted some help on the edge, and I heard that there were some talks that were actually happening with the Niners and the Bengals, and I would have gladly, because what I heard was the Bengals wanted number one. They wanted first round draft picks.
They had the Niners by the you-know-whats, dude. They had them by the
I said here was because that's, dude, they need pass rush help right now. They need that right freaking now. Bryce Huff ain't playing. Nick Bosa ain't played. And there has not been enough push up the gut from anybody else or on the edge. So anyway, I said Hendrickson, and here's the thing. You can have Juwan Jennings and your first round pick. How's that sound? You give you a wide receiver right now. Maybe be happy in Cincinnati since he hates being at the Vi so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I never thought, like, I kind of gave up on Hendrickson because I'm like, the Bengals are going to ask for the sun and the moon. And they have every right to because they knew how desperate the Niners were for help. That's why I thought, okay, I'm going to focus my sights on Chubb. And the fact they didn't even, like, I'm just curious how they didn't get that done. I would love to have been on the phone to hear those conversations of how that didn't get done. But maybe Miami was asking for too much too. I'm guessing they were. I credit them for trying to make something happen because the word on the street was that they were trying to make something happen, but nothing got done in the end. And so now we got to hope Bryce Huff comes back healthy and comes back very soon. We got to hope that Tatum Bethune keeps playing the way he's playing. We got to hope D Winters keeps playing the way he's playing. And we also got to hope that the O-line protects Mac Jones or Brock Purdy. And they're 6-3, dude. And if they were to pull off a win over the Rams on Sunday, then they're in the driver's seat, dude.
Oh, big time. Big time. That would bring them to 4-0 in the division on top of everything else. I mean, that would really set them apart. No question. It's a huge game, man. It's a big game for both teams. You know, Brock Purdy, you're talking about that offensive line. Can the offensive line protect Mac Jones? Can the offensive line protect Brock Purdy? People always say this when I always say, like, I hope, because I'm not thrilled with this offensive line. I'm not crazy about the whole season. And I've said, what about putting Brock Purdy in harm's way with this line being unable? Mac Jones gets sacked all the freaking time. Yeah. I mean, they've gotten a little bit better. I think it was a little bit better in the Giants game, but he's taken a beating this year.
But you think about but it's the Giants, right?
No, I know. Right. No, good point. No, good point. Good point.
So
but
you go against the Rams defensive front, it's a different deal. And
it's a different deal, but I would just offer this too. And if you don't like this, swat it away. But tell me what you think. Like, yes, Brock Purdy is mobile, but how mobile is he with that freaking toe? Like, I know he can run out of the pocket when pressure's coming. I know I've seen him do. We've all seen him do it. but can he start, stop? Can he cut? I don't know. Nobody knows. So that's the thing. It might be putting him in a bad situation. That's my only concern with Brock Purdy this week, is that it's a hell of an assignment to give him for the first game back. I don't know.
Right. Hey, by the way, Warriors score real quick. 104-103. Dubs are down by 1, but Will Richard, as a rookie, has got 25, and he just dropped a 3. So rookie Will Richard going off for the Dubs, and he's playing really well tonight. And but Paulie, back to your point about the Rams. They're coming, like they smell blood in the water, man. And so they're gonna, like you said, they need this win. McVay is going to be like on a pogo stick on the sidelines, jumping
Come
around.
on, guys. We know what to do. We've been to Levi's before. We know how to win down here. Come on, you guys. I gelled up extra gel for you guys today, just for you.
Yeah, running around.
Imagine McVay, like, because he wants to be like eye level with some of the players, just on a pogo stick, dude. Like, bring back the pogo stick, man.
McVay drives me nuts, dude. I got to give him respect, though. He's got a good team year after year after year after year, and he's doing something right down there. Tony, speaking of doing something right, and I want to get to the two. What do we have?
Yeah,
two supers?
Yeah, we got a couple supers. You want to do supers? Let's do supers, and then let's go to Los D. Supers and Los D.
Okay. You got
Don Peralta, I love it that you're a super, dude. Thank you, brother. But he's also saying happy birthday to young Escobar Jr. So
heck yeah, dude. Happy birthday, Escobar Jr. Yes.
That's fantastic. So Escobar Jr., happy birthday. I don't know. Escobar, check in on the chat. How old is young Escobar Jr. turning today? So happy birthday. And Dom, thanks for the heads up on that. And by the way, Escobar Jr., you share your birthday, as we mentioned, with Bill Walton and Charles Bradley. We talked about them and their heavenly birthdays, but also Art Garfunkel's 84th birthday today. And Paulie, your guy, my guy, who, I was hoping would be able to celebrate a Blue Jays victory in Canada. Brian Adams is 66 today, buddy. Brian Adams, 66. So happy birthday to Brian Adams. Shares the birthday with young Escobar Jr.
Cuts like a knife, but it feels so right, Tony. I've been telling you for years. I'll defend that track. Great track, dude. I'll defend cuts. I love Run to You. I love Cuts Like a Knife. I love. How about you did a duet with Tina Turner? It's Only Love. Another great one.
I need to feel your touch. I'm gonna run to you. Okay.
100%. I've been there. Sometimes you gotta feel someone's touch. I get it. I'm gonna start running. Yeah. But I don't know if you remember the video. They were playing in a snowstorm. They were outside in the snow. I don't know why, but that's what was going on.
Was one of the videos in like an empty swimming pool? But no.
You might be onto something. I can't confirm, but you might be onto something. Yes, that sounds familiar. An emptied out pool. I think you might be onto something, buddy.
I feel like one of the videos was in an empty swimming pool, but yes. When it gets too much, I need to feel your touch. I'm going to run to you. So happy birthday to young Escobar Jr. and Brian Adams. And Paulie, the final super right now, it's we don't do triple shot from Stinking Badges tonight. He's a super. Paulie, car crash, lost job, no money. That was my July. Fun.
Hey, fun. Yeah, to quote Mad Dog Chris Russo. Fun. Car crash, lost job, no money. Fun. Yeah. Hey, listen, Badges, just hang in there, bro. I've been there. I've been there many times with all three of those. Hang in there. You're going to be fine, man. Make it to the Christmas party. I'll take it from there. All right.
Go listen to Round the Wheel, the song by String Cheese Incident, Round the Wheel. It's all about the roller coaster. Been spinning around the wheel of life, and I made one more night is one of the lyrics. It's like,
well, if we're going to endorse any kind of round song, may I humbly submit Round and Round by the Great Rat Gang. Tony, out on the streets, that's where we'll meet. Okay, buddy? You got me? Yeah. Out on the streets, that's where we'll meet. Yeah. All right. Anyway, Tony, Los D and Flex Funding. He's part of the Rat Gang by association. He is part of the Rat Gang, whether he knows it or not. You know what's awesome, by the way? Los D will be at the Vision benefit tomorrow night in Mill Valley. He's going to be at our table, and I look forward to hanging with Los D. Look forward to hanging with Creative Tony. Forward to hanging with Don Peralta and family. And hopefully somebody will win the last ticket, and we'll be sitting at the table. I hope so. Okay, Tony, Los D, the man with the financial plan, as we've been saying for months and months now. You know, Los D has been a great friend to us. He has been a great supporter of the show. He's one of our beloved sponsors, and I like to read reviews from some of his satisfied customers to kind of relay the message instead of just hearing it from me every time. So this one comes from Christina, who says, here's what she had to say about working with Carlos. She said, quote, I had the pleasure of working with Carlos de la Fuente on a reverse mortgage purchase transaction, which was a first for me. So right there, that's a pretty terrifying and daunting place to be. A reverse mortgage purchase transaction. Like, oh my God, I'm already getting nervous. But from the very beginning, Carlos de la Fuente demonstrated exceptional communication skills and also provided clear and timely updates throughout the process. I highly recommend his services. That's just another satisfied customer there. And I like to share those reviews because Carlos, listen, this is a guy who's been in the game for over 25 years. And I say this all the time, whether it's Dr. Young or Carlos, when it comes to like money matters or your health or your dental health with Dr. Young, I want somebody with 25 years of experience, if I may say so. I really do. I don't want the kid right out of accounting school. I want a pro. Private money loans, reverse mortgages, HELOC loans, or just listen. Sometimes you need some cash in your pocket, like Badges was just saying, dude. We've all been there. We've been high, we've been low. It's a constant merry-go-round in life, dude, and we all have highs and lows. So if you're going through a low period right now, don't freak out. That's why we have Carlos in our corner. Reach out and talk to him and just explain your situation. Just be like, dude, I lost my job or my kids are going to college. I don't know how I'm going to make these payments. He can help you through the woods. So reach out to Carlos and start that dialogue. 925-250-4894. You can also email Carlos anytime. Los D, Carlos at myflexnow.com, Tony.
All I want to say is that if you read all of the reviews about Los D, and I've heard them from friends locally who have worked with Carlos de la Fuente, they don't just talk about the business transaction or how much money Carlos is saving them. They talk about the man, the person, the friend, the person who is focused on relationships, the person who's showing true, sincere consideration and care for the person and the relationship, and that's what should matter the most. And that's why we are partners with Los, is because of the person he is and the person that we trust. And that when we talk about your finances and about your like such a big of an investment as your home, that you want to deal with somebody that you respect and trust, and that's Carlos de la Fuente. So again, one more time, 925-250-4894, and email Los, although the phone call is recommended over the email, but if you can, email Carlos at myflexnow.com. Get in touch with Los and present any question. He'll have answers for you.
Carlos likes to chop it up. He'll appreciate the phone call. He likes to chop it up, man. Give Carlos a call or come hang out with us tomorrow night and talk to Carlos. He'll be right there. Very easy guy to talk to, and you will not regret that. You will thank us in the long run. So thank you, Los D, and we will see you tomorrow night. All right, Tony, last thing I want to hit tonight, and we're not going anywhere before we give Dr. Young some love on the way out too. He's next. So we're gonna hit them all tonight.
I got something for you too. So you go and then I'll go.
Do you want to go first? I got no priority here. If you want to go, bring it to me.
Well, yeah, I've got a sound teaser to bring us into it. If you and also just first of all, just remind everybody about the show.
The rules are there ain't no rules.
Okay, we haven't played Crater Face in a while. And second of all, Paulie, I just want to segue to this.
If you need a beer, grab a beer.
Is that what you were going to go to as well?
You read my mind. Yes, I wanted to talk about Bruce Bochy coming back to the Giants, and what I'm seeing and what we're all seeing would be in an advisory role. I love that. I freaking love that. I think it's perfect. I'll go first on this. Listen, yes, am I partial to Bruce Bochy? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yes, I'm partial to Bruce Bochy. He is one of the listen, we've met a lot of really interesting people in our careers, Tony and I, and all of us in the media game, all of us at KMBR and so on. I've gotten to meet some pretty amazing people. Jim Brown, you know what I mean? Like to name one, Jim Nance. But Bruce Bochy kind of separated himself from the crowd. He treated me like family, treated Murph like family. And he's just a great human being. I don't know what else to say. And he delivered 3 World Series titles in a 6-year window. Yeah, he's cool with me, man. So, but all that aside, like the personal stuff aside, I love his baseball brain. He knows how to win big games. He knows what it's like on the big stage when the lights are on. And he generally is at his best. I mean, the fact he pulled a Tom Brady, dude, leaves San Francisco and wins another freaking World Series. I mean, that is incredible. He's going right to the Hall of Fame. And when you consider a guy like Vitello, who has no pro ball managing experience, yeah, I want Bochy around to answer his questions and bounce ideas off of. Hell yes. How do you feel about the idea of Bochy? It's not done. It's not a done deal, but it sounds like it would be an advisor role. I totally support it. How do you feel about it, T?
Stevie B on the chat is stealing my thunder because it's queuing up your favorite Van Hagar song. Give me the best of both worlds.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Play, 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 play. I'm like, what did they do? Cut Eddie's nuts off here? Like, what's going on with Eddie Van Halen? Like when Hagar joined the band, dude, he's coming at me with this blip, 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 it. Blip, 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 blip on keyboards. I'm like, what? Who? Where? They cut his nuts off. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Get Dave back in the band immediately. Anyway, that's just me complaining. Go ahead.
Tip of the cap for the career of Sammy Hagar. But what's the died and go to heaven and come around to be born again?
Oh, yeah. I'm with you. You don't have to die and go to heaven. Dude, I don't even know what that is. Is that Best of Both Worlds again? Yeah. Dude,
right.
well, how about this, dude? One day I turned on my TV. Rags and I used to riff about this years ago because I always felt like when David Lee left the band, like I left the band too. I'm like, I'm going with Dave until you get the guitars turned back up. I can't help you. And dude, at one point I turned on the TV. I don't even know the name of the track. And it was like a video with Eddie Van Halen walking around stage with a drill, a power drill. Zzz, zzz. I'm like, what the F is going on with Van Halen? Do you remember that, dude? The drill? I'm like, what is this S? You know? Anyway, yeah. I'm like, you got the best guitar player on the planet. Now he's playing a drill. I
can't do what the place has got to offer because we may never buy whatever it is be here again. Anyways, but the point being,
pound cake, dude. That's it, dude. Get the F out of here with pound cake.
Wow.
Come on, man. You tell me we went from everybody wants some to pound cake. Come on, you guys. Sorry. I have very strong opinions when it comes to Van Halen. Sorry.
No, of course, man. And dude, again, credit to Hagar's career. And the guy's still going, by the way, mid-70s, still going.
Joe Schmo goes, I need more power drill, actually. Give me more. Yeah. I don't need any electric tools.
By the way, 118, 114, 14 seconds left. Kings are up.
Come on.
What is the song?
That's like dreams. Oh, that's what dreams are made of. I'm like, what, dude? It's a whole thing. It just bummed me out. But anyway, go ahead. What were you going to say about
your wings? Yeah. Sorry.
How about this? How about this? When they started going with this, dude, and then you hear the play, love comes walking in. Some kind of alien, dude. Get the F out of here with all of it.
The one song that I will give props to is Finish What You Started.
Good track. Yeah. Respect. Yeah. Yes, good track.
Good harmony by Michael Anthony.
Great guitar playing. Yeah.
Right.
I know.
Sorry, total Van Halen, Van Hagar diversion.
And I got very emotional just then. Once I thought about that drill, I was like, oh man, yeah. Yeah.
Well, you could go Whitney Houston. I get so emotional every time I think of you, Paulie.
Shout out again. Well, like we said this months ago, but Billy Squire, Emotions in Motion. Tony, go ahead. Yeah.
You got me that one. You got me.
Yeah.
But back to it, I feel like there is a fraternity of catchers in baseball, and that they have an instant mutual respect.
I'll buy that. I think you're right.
And connecting, right? Yep. And Buster being a catcher, Bochy being a catcher, and also Buster having played for Bruce Bochy during the best era of Giants baseball. Like I love this move, and it's what we were talking about when they were searching for a manager. We both said we didn't want Bochy back as the manager, but we wanted him involved in the Giants. So the fact that Vitello can get on the horn and say, "Hey, Buster, I need to talk to you. And by the way, can you conference in Bochy and let's have a theory?" That is phenomenal.
I agree.
Vitello can do that and has those resources, and it's a win-win for everybody involved, man. So Bochy, come on back. Let's go hang out at freaking, I don't know. Let's bring Bochy to Longbridge and say,
where was the place you were having drinks for real? Where were you drinking with Bochy? At Shanghai Kelly's?
Shanghai Kelly's,
yeah.
And
I think that was his. Yeah.
And the
wasn't it Flan?
No, well, Flan was there too, but it was the big lefty pitcher for the for the Yankees. Who? Oh God,
Big
who's that?
lefty pitcher.
Big lefty, big David Wells. David Wells.
Dude, David Wells rules. I've talked to him a couple days. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
David Wells. But David Wells and Bochy are tight, and so the three of them were in the back booth.
Oh, that's it, dude. That's only a matter of time before the cops are going to get involved with that threesome. Those guys, somebody got in trouble that night, guaranteed. Flan Boch and David Wells. Look out. Look out.
It was the full on. It was the full on.
If you need a beer, grab a beer.
Because, like, you know, their table was, you know, it was plentiful. Let's just put it that way, and with beverages, and it was a fun night, man. And yeah, Bochy, he was one of those guys where the stuff, like you said, Paul, he was always a gamer, like dealing with the media. He could have easily, I don't know, just had more of a chip on his shoulder if he wanted to about the media, but he's just always dealt with the media in such a friendly, jovial manner. And I don't know, the fact that he's back in the mix, bring it, let's go. Couldn't be more thrilled, honestly.
100%. And I love your answer. And just think about it this way, Giant fans. Again, like Tony said, he's not the manager, but he's a valuable resource, man.
Yeah.
A very, very valuable resource, as is Buster, as you just said, Tony. So, all right, let's do this. Let's give Dr. Young some love, and then we can wrap up the procession tonight. And we'll be back for a high noon tomorrow, and then to the Gift Division Gala tomorrow night, and hope to see one of you PMPers up there, because as you know, PMP and Ain't Easy presents the 2025 Holiday Frolic. I love that, Escobar. I really do. Remind me of that again when we get closer, because I might forget, and I love that. Okay. You know what I want to mention to Dr. Speaking of drills, dude, if Eddie Van Halen can go on stage with a drill, can I go on stage Saturday with this? Are you getting that at all?
Yes.
I'll be like, ladies and gentlemen, this is my Eddie Van Halen tribute.
Hey, Paulie, do you do the deep clean? Like what mode do you pick for when you brush? Because I go deep clean, man, and it just gets
what do you got a problem with tongue? You got a problem with tongue care? That's an option. Tongue care is an actual setting.
I go deep clean, arrow, tongue care. Honestly,
okay. What are you afraid to mix in some gum health?
I've done.
You got 6 settings on this bad boy, courtesy. Yeah. Here are your options. You got gum health. You got tongue. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Oh, they went dark. They just went dark. Anyway, you got tongue care. You got gum care. Back in the mouth where we belong. Dr. Matt Young and Young Dental. Can't say enough good things about this guy. Hopefully, Dami, have you called Dr. Young yet? He's waiting for your call, buddy. Don't sleep on Dr. Young.
My kids and wife are about to go see Dr. Young, so they're getting involved and they're getting the mix. And my wife has Guardian insurance, and we were unsure if Dr. Young would takes Guardian. He says, of course, yes, we take Guardian. He takes most insurances, so check him out, seriously, because I'm very excited for my wife Megan and my son Dom and my daughter Olivia to get involved with Dr. Young. And Dr. Young, I texted him, he said he's very excited to have them come in. So he's all about taking care of, again, it's a common thread with all of our partners. They're about the care and relationships, you know, and they're good people. They're really good people. So that's why we're involved with them.
Hey, listen, and I want to know, I'm going to ask Dr. Young this, Tony, while I demonstrate and point with my Phillips toothbrush, is after Thanksgiving, will Dr. Young forgive you for eating that tofurkey? You have to work all that out of your mouth now. There's a lot of tofurkey like leftovers, and I can't have them clogging up your gums. I can't have it.
He'll forgive me if I floss correctly. And Joyce, one of his assistants, whose money, she was like, dude, you need to floss better. She's like, you need to get rid of the quote bad dudes in your mouth. So she says, and this is the PSA from Dr. Young and the Young Dental Group to all of you out there, floss. If you're
bad dudes, she said,
get rid of the bad dudes in between your teeth, because she says they hide out, and then it's bad bacteria, and it's bad for your heart. It's bad for cardiovascular health.
You guys would be surprised. I learned a lot about that too. I learned, for example, a tooth infection can kill you. How do you like that? It can freaking kill you. And by the way, when you say bad dudes, I feel like I wouldn't be doing my job properly if I didn't at least shout out Donna Summer and Bad Girls. Bad girls, talking about the bad girls. Shout out Donna Summer. That's one of Gene Simmons's exes. The very long line of ex-girlfriends of Gene Simmons. She's on the list. Yeah.
Wow. By the way, final Dubs lose 116-121. And S-Wong on the chat. Thank you for the update on that. I saw that, and I also saw it on the TV here. Bonte is leading the post game right now. Warriors lose 116-121. So
that's really disappointing. That's a game. You got to go up to Sacramento and you got to win that game. You do. You got to win back to backs. You got to win. These are the kind of games we are going to rue. We're going to rue the day that we lost these games come springtime when we're jockeying for seedings in the playoffs and stuff. And it'd be like, well, we dropped that game to Sacramento. You can't be pissing away games. I don't care if it's early. What are you laughing at? What?
Miriam says light the beam, and Robot Centaur says F the beam.
I'm with you, Robot Centaur, with the beam already. That's all they got in Sacramento. Here we're going to throw a friggin' shaft of light in the sky. Ooh, everybody's all excited about the beam. I'm all beamed out, Tony. In fact, the only beam I need, rest in peace, is the I-beam on Haight Street.
Oh, and also, you said shaft of light. What? That's a Grateful Dead.
Estimated profit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to shine.
Yeah.
Come on.
Standing in the shaft of light. Yeah, totally. And rest in peace, Donna.
Oh, dude. God, Estimated. Man.
Yeah.
Dude, the album version of Estimated does not get enough love.
Oh, it rules with the saxophone. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
So that album, by the way, the Terrapin album is so.
I love the Studio Samson. I love the studio.
Freaking Passenger, man. Come on.
Yes.
Don't you hear me? Come on.
100%. Dude, you want to know what's crazy about Passenger? Out of freaking nowhere, Tony. Out of nowhere. They dropped that in Golden Gate Park back in August. I did not expect to get a Passenger, and they played Passenger. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
I'm a Passenger head too, and you hardly ever get it. They hardly ever play that. Totally. Do you hear me? Oh, yeah. Anyway, hey, we're trying to do Dr. Young here. So let's get back to business. We're doing our Grateful Dead greatest hits. All right, Dr. Matt Young. Listen, he handles all of the dental practices and needs that your family would require. He's been in practice for over 25 years. Beautiful office down in Union Square, 490 Post Street. And again, as I said, kidding aside, he can do any dental procedure that you can shake a stick at, whether it's just a standard cleaning. Perhaps you got a sore tooth and it's a cavity. He'll take care of that. No problem. You're in and out the same day. You won't feel a thing. Fillings, implants, veneers, emergency care, because there are times when something goes really wrong and you need to get in there. He can accommodate that. And then Tony mentioned Joyce earlier in the show and the bad girls, talking about the bad girls. The whole staff is accommodating. The whole staff is friendly. The whole staff is helpful. And again, as I've said since day one with Dr. Young, the biggest kind of feather in his cap for me is the fact that he calmed me down. And that is not easy. I was a very uptight dude in the dental chair until I met Dr. Young. Now it's like, dude, yeah, get the gas, get the headphones. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna have a good time. And the point is, I guarantee you Megan's gonna love him. I know that Olivia and Dom, your kids, are gonna love Dr. Young too. He's great with kids. So if you're thinking about like making a switch, I know open enrollment is happening right now for a lot of folks. To look into Dr. Young, make the switch. You guys will see why we're always so happy to sing his praises. Let's not forget also, Dr. Matt Young is he's the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry. And you can, again, as we did with Low Steve tonight, just look up on Yelp at the literally thousands of positive reviews Dr. Young has garnered over there. So check him out for yourself and you'll see why we are such big fans. Give him a call, 415-392-8611. Or you can shoot Dr. Young an email anytime and book an appointment and just ask a question. info@youngdentalsf.com, Tony.
And don't forget about the hours. I want to reiterate the hours. They are there for you. Weekdays, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 11 freaking hours, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then Saturdays, not just a couple hours, not just a 4 hours shift, but 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturdays. So they know everybody's busy. They know everybody's got crazy schedules. That's why those hours are out there wide open for you to take advantage of. So 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturdays. Take advantage of it. We love Dr. Young and Paulie. I've got a couple other things to get to before we wrap the show here.
Sure.
Will Sparks says that Tom Scott plays sax on Estimated, on the album track of Estimated. Did you know that? The sax player from the Blues Brothers? I don't know if you knew that.
I did not actually. I did not know he was on that. So, but I do love that sax solo and thank you, Will. That's good info. I did not know that.
And then Andrew of Longbridge Pizza is on fire. He says, you got gaps in your teeth. You could kick a field goal through Neil, Dom, and my front teeth. And he goes, I never had braces. My dad refused. His dad quote says, your teeth give you character. Dude,
I kind of think that's true.
Yeah, totally. Yes, 100%, man. But anybody who wants to get their teeth checked out and braces, go see Dr. Young.
You know what's funny, dude? I'm gonna end the show with this. I'll show you one of my so-called flaws. But as I get older, I like the flaws. Like I embrace the flaws. I think the flaws are what makes things interesting. So
100%.
I have this one tooth like way up here. It's like a fang almost. It really is. It's like a vampire tooth, and it's way up there. And the cool thing about that tooth, now I love that tooth. You want to know why? Because Bruce Springsteen has one of those too. When you see Bruce screaming in some song, like he screams a lot when he's singing, like you'll see his fang start to show. And I'm like, yeah, dude, me and Bruce, we both got the fang. So anyway, I embrace my fang. The flaws are okay, but what he can do is improve your smile tenfold and make your teeth, like, look at how much whiter my teeth are now. And Tony's too, dude. White, man.
Absolutely, man. 100%. And Paulie, on the way out, we have to play the Biscuit Lady. We have to play Taste
that's
the Biscuit.
right. Last act. Okay, final act of the night. This one's for you, Miriam. Cue it up.
Miriam,
yeah, let's do it.
Let's just enjoy. The vibes are strong here with the Biscuit Lady.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we played her. Rags, I don't know if Rags is still in the chat. He might.
He's right there. He's watching.
Oh, good. I hope I didn't piss you off, Rags. I love you, buddy. Just I don't like the Cowboys. Here we go.
Biscuit, taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Come on.
Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings. Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the butter spread. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the butter spread. Get your butter spread all on me. I don't like the way it mixes with my mac and cheese. Cause when you're at KFC, you got that special sauce to stir my curiosity.
Jam? Jam coming?
Just give me a 5-piece meal. Oh, what a deal. A big old box, it's all for me. You know I'll take coleslaw on the side. I could tell you wanted to try the potato wedges.
Okay, dude. Okay.
I think there's a solo coming up. We got to give love to the Casio keyboard solo. Stand by.
Go ahead.
Taste the bit.
That almost sounds like a little YYZ feel to it. Flap, 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 flap. That single note. Like, that's great. And dude, this guy on keys, he's not messing around. Like, he's dead serious about his jam, dude. Yeah, like very YYZ. Bad, very similar. All right, you guys, listen, from the Biscuit Lady to Creative Tony to me, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We always love the night flight, and we love your company. Dub City, Badges, John Joseph, Tommy Peralta, Stevie F&B, NorCal Refrigeration, Hum Daddies, Rags, Noemi, Miriam is all I can see right now, but we freaking love you guys. And Rags, go to bed, dude. Go to bed. Get some food. You got a job to do tomorrow. Soccer Bowl, great to see you. Monica Lopez, great to see you too. All the ladies of PMP. And thank you, Escobar Cheeks III. Happy birthday to your 17-year-old son, Miguel S. Wong. Love to all of y'all. Doug in Japan, much love. Chooch 916, my man. All right, Creative Tony, let's wrap it up. Give me Diamond Dave, and we'll be back tomorrow at high noon, y'all.
Only because we're gonna see him tomorrow, Paulie. I'm gonna segue one thing into Diamond Dave. Okay, so stand by.
Give us the loose. 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 What load would you like? Give us the los.
Ooh, dude, smooth as silk. Very silky tonight, Tony. All right, man. Thank you guys. Had a great time. Thank you for the laughs. Karen Bell, you too. Noemi, all of you guys. You love all of you guys. You know that. Come join us again tomorrow, high noon. We'll do it again. We'll have some more laughs tomorrow at high noon, and then on to the Gift of Vision Gala tomorrow night. So that's it for me, Tony. I'll be back tomorrow. You'll be with me. You got something to say, I can tell.
I do. I just got to give Stevie B as a super and Miriam, the late supers. Polly says, Polly, now would be the perfect time to get that Bochy tattoo. Miriam says that real quick.
Totally.
Totally. Thank you, Miriam. And also Stevie B, just because he did this a while ago. He says 6 and 3 has been a gift in house money, far from a player or even 4 away. Play the Young Bucks. Playoff spot is our Super Bowl. Dude, well said, Stevie B.
You ain't wrong. Stevie B's he's not off the mark on that one. You didn't say anything wrong. That's for damn sure. And we'll continue that tomorrow. And who knows, dude? Hey, Tony, there's a lot of hamstrings to be pulled between tonight and tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who's on the injury list tomorrow. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm just kidding. It's been that kind of year, though. All right, you guys enjoy your night. Come on, Dubs. You got to win up in Sacramento, and we'll talk about that tomorrow as well. See everybody at high noon. Cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all.